morning. Well, it's around 5:20 on Friday the 9th of December in the morning, obviously. I'm on my way to Blackpool to say goodbye to a friend. I'm not sure whether this video will ever see the light of day, but it does feel right to make the video, and I have ummed and ahed about whether I should go today or not as early as I am going. I'm not meeting up while 2 o'clock this afternoon, so I've got a good 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours before. But I thought, do I use the day to take some photographs? My friend that passed away, Robbie, was a keen and skilled photographer. He had a great technical knowledge. He had a great collection of cameras. And he had a great aesthetic ability to see a good photograph. He was very disciplined in his photographs, in his photography. He wouldn't just take photographs for the sake of it. He would always be disciplined and take a photograph that would result in a meaningful picture. He wouldn't just snap away. He'd often go to places and not take a photograph at all. It was Robbie that introduced myself and some friends to photography in Blackpool, specifically Fleetwood Rex, which is where I'm heading off for a sunrise today. It's just started raining, but that certainly isn't going to dampen my spirits. Then I'm going to head towards the Cleverley Shell, which is in the water, hopefully to catch the water, the tide receding. Then I'm going to mooch around the front for a few hours. I brought my phone, I brought my iPad, I brought an Alfred Wainwright book on the coast to coast. I'm just going to enjoy the day. It's strange to say that considering what's happening, but I really do believe Robbie would have said in his stoic Scottish manner, Andy, there's no point in wasting today. Get your camera and get yourself out there and take some photographs. One thing he has said, or one thing I believe he said, because a request has been made by his family, bright colours only was one comment. No dark colours was another. And I believe that Robbie said that he wouldn't want people to be sad today. He was very stoic to the end of his life. And looking back at the photographs, which I believe make a person, two things sprang out. One, he was either smiling, or two, he was either eating, and boy could he eat. Anyway, I'm not going to waffle. I'm going to get myself to Blackpool, show my respects to a past friend, take some photographs, and ponder, because I believe that's what today's about. Anyway, see ya. Well, I've arrived at Fleetwood Rex, and it's very quiet. It's around 7:30 and sunrise is due
in about 10 minutes. It's actually rising, and as usual I'll just see what we've got. We've got a little bit of sun rising on the horizon and a little bit of colour, which I'm happy with. I'm not actually sure whether I'm going to take my camera out to take any photographs, which feels strange because it's such a wonderful place. I have a few compositions which I want to try. Two reasons, I guess. One is that the sun is rising, excuse me, behind me, and the composition I'm after is there. It's a photograph that was taken by a close friend, and it's something I will never be able to emulate. So we haven't got the sun rising in the direction I want, and it seems a bit wrong taking the photograph. You never know. I'll see what happens in a few moments. Very eerie. Yep. Very beautiful and quiet. The birds are in the sky, flapping away and moving across the estuary. The wonderful sounds of the seagulls fighting over food, I suspect. Very thick cloud high above the horizon. There's going to be no wonderful sunrise, but I can see it coming now in front of me, and I'm just going to sit here and watch it rise. I want to get my camera out. I want to take some photographs while I'm here, because I'm not actually sure whether I will ever come back here again. Strange being alone, but I appreciate people have got work and other commitments, and one friend, Lynn, is actually on holiday in the Bahamas, and I hope she's having a wonderful time there, as I'm sure she is. After this I'm going to head towards Cleverley beach, where there's a wonderful shell, and I may crack out the little, big and super stopper for some ultra long exposures. I'm here till about 3 o'clock today, so I've got a long time to mooch and reflect and see what occurs, but I'm in no rush today. It's going to be a day of reflection. Yes, this video may never see the light of day, and if it does, it might be to a few select friends, one in particular that I know is following me on YouTube, and one of my 14 followers. Anyway, it's not going to be a sad day, it's going to be a happy day, because I know that Rob, who recently left us, would want that. He wouldn't want us to mooch, he wouldn't want us to be sad, and he's actually said, I believe, that he wants bright colours today. I have not got bright colours on at the moment, but I brought some bright colours with me to wear later in the day. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for there, and I will next check in down at Cleverley beach, near the very large shell. Anyway, good morning. It's still quite bright and overcast. I'm just under the pier, one of the piers at Blackpool. Doing a few long exposures. Nothing was to be had at Fleetwood. I wasn't really in the mood, so I decided not to take any photographs. The weather wasn't too bad, or the weather wasn't that good either. I'm going to head off for something to eat shortly, about 2 hours, 2.5 hours and some meet up. I'll get changed beforehand. Very quiet, as it would be, because it's cold. The rain's due shortly.
6-minute exposure because it's quite dark. I've got the test up on just to see what I can achieve. Anyway, I'll see you.